So, in comparison of all three stones, this is basically just from personal experience. I have used all of these stones. I like all of the stones. These are just kind of some of the positive and negatives that I have found, but I hope that you would try all of them with an open mind and come to your own conclusions. So what I have found about the basalt stone is that it's a very practical stone. It's very durable. It is long-lasting heat, and they're fairly cheap. So I can have more of them. I do option A there, where I just like put them into a basket, clean them all, put them back in the heater. I find it extremely efficient and a very practical stone. The rougher one is not very slippery, so I find it easy to grip onto. There's a variety of sizes and shapes and thicknesses that I get to kind of just explore and find which shape I like for which body. If I'm doing a trigger point stone, I like a thicker stone. So if a thinner stone for my leverage. So anyways, I like that about this stone. The only drawback is that it doesn't do the cold, but then I have separate marble stones, so easy enough for me. The jade stone I find quite slippery and very expensive. So I don't prefer to use much jade. It's also a little bit more breakable, not quite as durable. They do chip really easy, so you need to take a lot of care when you use a jade stone, especially if there's less nephrite in them. So the sizes and the shapes I find very fun, and I like to use some of those edges for scraping and getting into the shins a little easier. And I do like that half moon for the neck. So I do like some of the shapes, but it's not my main stone. But you might find differently, because some people don't use as much oil, some people use less oil, some people find that the slippery one is better for relaxation. It gives a very smooth glide to your treatment, and that's just not really how I treat, but it might be how you treat, so I like it. The Himalayan salt stone, this is a stone that I never use because I have to heat a separate bin for them. They don't heat up as fast because you can't put them in hot water where your stone is hot in 5 minutes. You have to put them back into a lamp or a heater. So it takes a little bit longer for these stones to heat up. I don't personally like the exfoliating aspect of the stone. I don't really like how the stone deteriorates over time to essentially have a completely different shape than when you bought it. I want more practicality from it. Some therapists like this stone because all you have to do in the cleaning process is wipe it off with that wipe, and then you put it back. So they find it very easy. It takes up a very small amount of space. So if you don't have a big table to put a huge hot stone heater on, this is a great option for you, because you can just keep that bag on the floor under your table and essentially take up no space at all. And the lamp looks pretty on a shelf, and it fits on a shelf. So the space saving components of it, a lot of people, that's why they might choose a stone like this. Anyways, I hope that helps. Please keep an open mind when you go into your person training and you get to try all three of these stones as much as you want throughout the day.